What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is ARK Survival Evolved episode 14, and we're on top of this mountaintop over here because something we've been waiting for a while to spawn on the map has finally spawned in right down here. You can see it. It is a level 100 Alpha Rex. Now, there's a couple things we do need the Apex drops from this creature for, but the main thing is, I don't really want to spoil it, but I mean, it's probably already in the title. We're going to be trying to make a Domination Rex, and it's just a play off the Jurassic Park Indominus Rex, but in the game it is actually called the Domination Rex. And this creature we could probably bring into boss fights, honestly. It is incredibly powerful. It's got an attack that does like 1 billion damage because it pins down smaller creatures and insta-kills them. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself since we actually need to get this creature first. And once we kill this Alpha Rex, I'll actually show you how we are going to get this creature in the first place because it does not spawn naturally on the map. So we'll probably be back once we have actually killed this Alpha Rex. There we go. We finally have that thing dead. And it did give us the Alpha Rex teeth that we needed. Now, I think we'll need one more when we do eventually fight the Overseer. Yeah, as you guys saw there, I just started using my shotgun. It got to the point where, I think it was, even with resin armor, which I do need to take off, even with resin armor, it was still doing about 50 a shot, or a bite, really, and it was getting really annoying. So I just swapped to flying above it with my shotgun where it could barely not hit me, but I just shot through the Rhino and hit it. And that worked out perfect for the end part of that fight. So I do still need one more artifact from a cave we've already run before, so I'm going to go get that, and then I'll be back when we're back at base and ready to show off. Well, not really show off, but we're ready to get to the next step of getting a Domination Rex. Alright, we are back at base, and we did go and get the artifact of the Hunter, which is the last artifact that we actually needed to make the Domination Rex. The other two we've gotten in the last 2 episodes, the artifact of the Brute and the artifact of the Cunning. Now, those caves were awful to run, and I'm going to hate having to run them 3 more times since we'll still need the artifacts to run each stage of the Megapithecus and Dragon. So I do need to check. Well, I kind of gave it away there. We are not actually taming a creature, we are crafting an egg and hatching it up. So as long as we have 3 Alpha Raptor Claws, which I'm sure we do, and then we'll put 1 Alpha Rex Tooth back in here. So can we craft it now? I think we just crafted it in our inventory. We'll search it up. And there it is. We need to craft the fertilized Domination Rex egg. It's going to take a minute, and the one thing I do want to do really quick here is turn off auto trap, because I don't want it to immediately catch the egg once it's hatched up. So really quick here, we'll throw it out, see what it looks like before we'll skip time and have it. 13 minutes of incubation. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to throw it in the Soul Terminal because it has another use where it can incubate down to a single fertilized egg incubation. There we go. So that will slowly incubate the egg and make it to where it'll be, as you can see, it's already gone down some. It'll cut the time probably by 20. So we'll be back once we can actually hatch up this Domination Rex egg. We have incubated the egg down to 1%. Now we can throw it out and actually hatch up our Domination Rex in just a couple of seconds. And here it is. Now we do need to claim it. It pops out at whatever a max level tame for a max, or a max efficiency tame for a max level creature would be on your settings. So for me, it would be 225 since my max level is 150. So as you can see here, pretty cool creature. Now I do need to make sure the nanny is in range. There you are. I'll have to pick you up just to put you closer to the base, because I did have her imprinting some what were they? Maybe it was Basilos and Megs last episode, so make sure you're powered on, because I think the Domination Rex just stays on roam. Can't remember, but yeah, you can see base stats 14k right after it popped out of an egg is kind of crazy. And 371 melee is not bad either. I actually want to see how these stats are placed in really quick. So 31 in health and 28 in melee, 41 in food, so that's a little unfortunate. And they do always pop out as female, so it is impossible to breed them unless you have something like the Tech S Plus Tech Mutator, which can change the gender of dinos, which even then I'm not totally sure if it's possible. So we'll be back once we actually have this creature tamed up and we can actually try it out. And there we go. We have the Domination Rex fully raised up with the base stats being around almost 17k HP and about 440 melee. Now I will warn you guys, if you have this mod and don't have the Dino Storage mod, there is a little bit of thing I definitely left out, and that is if you do not Soul Ball or maybe Cryopod this creature, it will attack you while you are raising it up. That information could be old though, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. It will get its eyes glowing kind of like a red color, orangey red color. You'll be able to tell when you see them. And it will just start attacking you. I'm not sure about dinos, but I know it will start attacking you. And normally, it doesn't usually eat from a trough. It wants to eat dinos that you feed it, like dead dinos it'll eat the corpses of, but that could be outdated information. That was when the mod was still called Indominus Rex, and before they had to change it for copyright reasons. Now we can finally test out this creature. Okay. That's really not bad. The speed is insane, but I'm trying to remember what button it was to do. Okay, so it's C to do a cloak. Is it holding down? Yes. 100 million damage, and it provides a healing effect. So it's holding down left click or whatever that version would be on whatever you're playing is what does the pin attack, and it does have a cooldown at the top of the screen. You can, I think it said about 25 seconds originally. Wow, that's a lot of health per level. We could definitely get this thing killing some beauties. Some baby beauties that we have to get it even more levels even quicker. But this thing is just an insane creature. I will probably be bringing this into our boss fights, since there's really no worry about it dying with how insane it is. And I do want to say something really quick. On the episode before last, we had a name suggestion for a Rhino. Now, unfortunately, we already have this one named up. But I just want the person who commented that to know, I really wish I could remember your name, because you've been commenting on multiple of my videos, and I feel really bad not remembering it off the top of my head. But as soon as we get another Rhino, we will be using your name. But since we've kind of already had our name established for this one, I don't really want to change it. But I will have a video in the future where we use good creatures to tame up another Rhino, and then I promise we will use your name suggestion. So I have it written down. So I'll definitely remember once we do get a new Rhino now. But other than that, this creature is just insane. I wonder if it gets affected by... I didn't really test it, but let's get it up to 25k health and then start pumping melee. See how much we get of that per level. So, run around here. That's a lot more damage. Okay, so 660. We're gonna pump one level of melee. And how much more are we doing now? 683, so 23 per level. That's really good. And I do want to do the pin down attack one more time, just to show it off on this poor unsuspecting birthday dodo. So you just hold it, and it'll just do 100 million damage and absolutely decimate whatever creature you're using it on. So yeah, the Domination Rex is just an insane creature. And I'm not really sure what we could do to show it off, because the only thing I could really compare it to would be an Alpha Rex or Giga, and I couldn't find one while we were waiting on this thing to raise up. Because I did really want to test that, but... yeah, so we'll probably be back once we found something to do, either with this Domination Rex or without. But yeah, we'll be back. We are back and at Carno Island. And I just decided it would be kind of fun if we just plowed through everything here. Hopefully there's an alpha or two that we can deal with. And if not, we'll just go find one around the map and deal with it. Probably not a Rex. Probably a... either not Rex, come on. Either a Raptor or Carno. That's what I was thinking of. Carno. And as you can see here, even when these creatures have mate boost, they are no problem for us to deal with. I mean, we're just clearing out everything. This should also be a decent way for us to get some XP. Since most of these dinos do give a bit of enhanced XP. Is that an alpha? Yes? Yes, that's an alpha raptor. Can we pin it down? Oh no. That would have been cool if we could have, though. I mean, you can see this thing is not an issue for us. We're doing plenty of damage to keep it at bay. I do need to check that Rex, because we are looking for boss Rexes. Nope. Okay. No problem killing you before your roar is done. So, oh, we can actually grab an Explorer note here as well. There it is. Did we hit it? Yep, we did. It's only double XP, but that's fine. I might run that cave with our Domination Rex as well. That could be cool. But I do want to work out this Explorer note buff for a minute. And at least kill a couple things, since we won't be able to fit in that cave and we'll have to soul ball it up and lose the effect. 140 Carno. Actually gonna survive for a minute. Then you die immediately. Wow, 29 levels. Let's get 35k health and just a bunch into melee. Anything else I want to pump here? Weight is also good on this creature, 1100 base. So overall, I mean, the Domination Rex is an insane creature. Now we're doing over 1k damage. 67 mil? Was that reduced damage? Because, weren't we doing 100 mil? We can also kind of abuse that attack since once it cools down, we'll be able to regain the effect of, what's it called, rapid healing, I think? Where it's just what an RG gets after it kills a creature, or harvests a dead body more appropriately. After it harvests a dead body, it gets that health regeneration boost for a short time. And, I mean, that's what Domination Rex gets. It has a lot of abilities, and it's just an insane creature overall. So I kill some creatures around this island for a little bit longer, maybe go till our Explorer now has about 300 seconds left, and then we're going to run that cave with our Domination Rex. So we'll be back once we're inside that cave and ready to run it. Alright, we are now inside the cave a little bit, and we do need to run this little water area. It shouldn't be too bad, and I think we have enough oxygen to actually take care of it. Is this really the exit right here? That was not bad at all. We throw our Domination Rex out and start obliterating everything in this cave. Now, this is a little difficult since well, a creature this large isn't exactly meant to go in most caves. But it doesn't really matter since we'll just one-shot everything. Yeah. I think I'm gonna drop down and try and hop off and then... Oh wow, oh no, oh no. This is bad. This is really bad. Follow, follow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we need to kill everything before... She just used the stupid stomp attack while I was being murdered by like 30 creatures. Not believe she did it. That's actually really funny. Now we will, if we don't have stem, okay, we do have a couple stem berries in our Rex's inventory, so that might keep us awake for long enough so we don't pass out. Hope so, at least. We do still have some torpor, but if we just keep killing creatures and getting stem berries, then it should be fine. The aggro these Onyx. Just ran forward at him. Oh, how many levels? She got 3 levels out of that. Now we're over 1k melee. So I think we're safe to hop off really quick, grab the artifact, and we'll probably just make our way out of here, and we'll be back once we are back at base. We are back, and we are still on Carno Island because I left the cave and was heading back to Apache, our Rhino over there, and I noticed this Alpha Carno. We've already tested our Indom out on a Alpha Raptor, and that was no issue at all. Wow. Is that better than our crossbow? Barely not. Okay. So now we will actually be back once we are back at base and are able to do something else. We are now back at base, and to end off the episode, I really quickly want to show how I actually do tech parasaur harvesting and how I manage it all, because I don't think I've actually shown the full process in a episode. I've talked about it, I've said what I do, but I really don't think I've shown it very well. So in here, we have our parasaurs breeding. They're actually off breeding right now because they just make too many babies. Now let's grab a bunch of parasaurs here. We'll throw them out, and we're going to wait for them to be grown, and then I'll show you guys what we actually do. Alright, we have the whole line of parasaurs fully grown up, and all we're going to do is come up behind them and immediately murder them. It'll take a couple shots since they do have a decent amount of health. It's kind of annoying. It would only take one shot if they were a baby, but since they aren't, you know, it's going to take more. So then we just hop on the Theory, and we'll use its C attack, or the one that can harvest berries, and just look at that scrap metal. And this is a much smaller like sample size than we normally use. Normally we'll have triple or quadruple that amount of parasaurs, but this time I just wanted to show off a little harvest just so you guys could get like a good grasp of what we actually do. And with that, I think I'm going to end off this episode of ARK Survival Evolved. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. And if you'd like to see more of my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or name suggestions for any creatures that we've tamed up in this entire series, especially our brand new Domination Rex, I would love some names for that. Leave it down in the comment section below. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.